Well, hey there. Welcome to day 1283 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business, and a little bit of back and forth in 2021. I'm a little frustrated today. Don't be frustrated because I just figure it out, but I'm calling this the way we do things because the algorithm on outside social media platforms changes all the time, and Facebook is no exception. Now, I like to record on Facebook Live. This is a Facebook Live video because it's quick, easy, free, and flexible normally. And I figured out how to do my business, how I share content, how I do things on that particular platform. Now, since it's not my platform, I don't own it, I don't have any control over it or any say in it, I can choose to use it as long as it works for me. And so when changes and algorithm changes come down the pipe, it's super frustrating because, especially for me, being visually challenged, it makes it harder for me every time they change. But guess what? That is my responsibility to figure it out. So yesterday, all of a sudden, there have been a whole bunch of changes being rolled out across the billions of people that use Facebook, and some of them are just hitting me, and a lot of those are page type changes. And I'm hoping they don't do this across the board because the switching profile between pages has turned out to be kind of a pain and a disaster. It takes longer to do the things that I used to do, and now all of a sudden on my Be Me to Thrive page, which is where I normally share this particular piece of content, I'm actually journaling and documenting on a video what I'm doing, what I'm actually doing, what's working, what's not working, the good, the bad, the ugly, things that I've tried as I go from the offline to the online world, and then a little bit of back and forth again. So today I'm actually recording this on another one of my pages called Thrive Challenge. Do I want to record it on my Thrive Challenge page? No, but on my Sharon Horne-Ellstrom page, I already do the annual challenge, the do one thing every day that centers us, which is our all about you getting to know ourselves better challenge. I'm trying to ease out and get rid of Pajama Grandma, but I still end up posting things there, so I didn't want to do it on that page. Then I have other specific business related pages that it's not really appropriate to do on. This is kind of my story behind the scenes, what I'm doing, and it's not for everybody, right? It's just for the people that are trying to do the same thing. You're trying to grow your business, you're trying to build your business, you're trying to create something or add an online component. That's who this segment is for. So I'll continue to check in with my Be Me to Thrive page. If I cannot continue to record it there, I will record it here and share it there. And then I suppose if it turns out in a week or so that I can't make the algorithm work on the Be Me to Thrive page, then I will actually move this to the Thrive Challenge page. Again, not the best place for it. Or maybe I'll set up a new page for it and I'll find some way to copy and paste the data over there. I'm going to say no, I'm not going to do that. That would be a lot of time and energy, and I'm not going to do that. But I could. I don't even go back and watch all my videos. I don't think people are going to go back and watch 1,282 previous videos. So what am I working on right now? The annual challenge, made reference to that. It's on the Sharon Horne-Ellstrom page on Facebook, or it's about the internet. You can find it. But it's our All About You 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that centers us, helps us get to know ourselves better. And today's was all about the character building being a byproduct of the duties, the things that we do every day. So we're sharing something that we do today that helps to build our character. I create daily content because it help me show up consistently, which builds my character. It makes me trustworthy. You know I'm going to be here every day. You don't know exactly what page or where I'm going to be, but you know I'm going to be here somewhere every day. You also don't know exactly what time it's going to be every day. Usually I record first thing in the morning, but sometimes my schedule or traveling or other obligations make it so that I can't record until the evening or until sometimes 10 or 11 o'clock at night before I get my videos actually done or recorded. But it helps to keep me consistent and moving in the direction of what I want in the different areas and aspects of my life. Which leads me to day 4 of the Get Up and Go Challenge today was all about, I'm not looking at it, was all about the different areas and aspects of our life. And I used, of course, my awesome backwards written graphic about our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, and then communication and confidence I added from April to 2021. And I'm going to stick with keeping those on for, I guarantee we're going to do another Get Up and Go Challenge this year because I missed it. I really missed it this summer. Did it in April and then now August. So 3 months without me leading that challenge. I really missed it. Started it last year as a response to COVID, and I don't know about you, but I think the world's still pretty chaotic and crazy and can use some structure and some flow and some way to guarantee that no matter what happens outside of us, no matter what changes or challenges we face, we know that we're going to be better off because we've got a framework and a system for handling them basically on autopilot. As easily as breathing, we, after doing the challenge, can handle changes and challenges, obstacles and difficulties and whatever you call them, adversities, failures, problems, etc. But I'm going to have to redo this graphic because I've got a good idea for redoing it to make it more representative and a more graphic representation. But I was quite proud of my ability to write backwards because I think you can actually read all the words, and I think all the letters are actually the right way. Somebody visually challenged learning to write backwards. That's pretty good. I can also write with my toes. Useless fact. So that was our Get Up and Go challenge today. Supersize Your Business was all about taking stock in something, taking stock of something. And I think of that as doing inventory, literally counting and taking stock. I think of it as SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which is a framework I learned decades ago that I've used on all sorts of businesses, all sorts of situations, all areas and aspects and different ways in my life, because it gives me a framework, just like the different areas and aspects of our life give me a framework to plan my life and set goals and things and see if I'm moving toward that. SWOT analysis, SWOTs, give me a framework to use when I'm evaluating complex situations. Maybe not super complex, might be just a piece of paper with a 4-grid SWOT on it, but it might be computer inputs and analysis and reports and things as well. Depends on the situation. We always do, and I say keep it simple. Do the simplest thing to get you the level of confidence that you need to make a decision and a choice. So that is what I'm working on. I'm excited about the challenge. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to do my homework today. We're just setting priorities in those 9 areas and aspects of our life. And I actually have to sit down and think about right now, how am I feeling about those different areas and aspects? It's been a couple months since I looked at it. So I'm excited to actually do that exercise today. I'm just going to put, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And then I'm going to say, okay, 1 through 9, number 1 is the most important thing to me right now. Number 2 is the next most important thing. What's the least important thing? Sometimes I have to skip around when I'm setting priorities because it's easy to know, okay, this is an area of my life, it's working fine, it's clicking along, I'm moving toward my goals, I don't need to work on that, so that can be my number 9. Things I need to work on and I actually am working on, putting energy and effort into, those are obviously a higher priority for me because I'm actually spending time and energy on them on a regular basis. All right, that's it, that's all I've got. Any questions, hit me up. Any commiserating on algorithms and changes, go ahead, put in the comments below. I probably won't participate, but go ahead. Sometimes we just need to vent and get it out. At least that's how I am. My parents used to, and my siblings, much to my dismay, would always tell me to pop the cork because I would tend to get super duper upset about something. I'd be fine, then I'd be building and building and building, getting upset. Then I would explode, pop the cork, or explode emotionally, and then I'd be fine. Like, as soon as I exploded, then I was fine. Everybody around me might not necessarily be fine, but it worked for me. Well, it worked for me when I was a little kid. I would not even think of doing it anymore, but every once in a while, something will trip me, and I pop my cork, I lose my you know what, and then I need to pop my cork and take a deep breath, get back into control, and then just go back about whatever it is that I'm doing. All right. Any questions, any way I can help, ask, please, in the comments or direct message me. You can actually direct message me if you're seeing this on Facebook. If you're hearing my voice on my podcast, you'll have to get a little more creative to find me, but it's not hard to find me. I'm a lot of places, so no excuses. Don't use, I couldn't find you, I couldn't reach you, I didn't know how to contact you as an excuse. If you got a question and you need help, reach out and get that help. I might not know the answer, but I guarantee I can hook you up with somebody or something that will get you moving and in this direction of your absolute positive next step. Because guess what? We only ever need to know the next step. We don't have to see the whole horizon. We just have to take the next step. And pretty soon the clouds clear and the horizon appears. All right, have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Hopefully back on You Need to Thrive.